I am black. I am black. I am black.
All right, what's up, everybody? This your main man Theo, and you tuned in to Ride the Beat. And today, my co-host is the one and only Michelle.
How you doing?
And today on the check-in, we have Caesar Rio. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Blessed by the best. One more time.
So, how long have you been doing music?
Well, really, since I was really young, to be honest. I started off in church playing the drums. Kind of really got serious about it. I want to say about 99. Really started doing something as far as putting something out there about maybe 5-6 years ago.
Okay, so what changed in your life, 5 or 6 years ago to make you, really get serious about putting your music out there?
Honestly, just becoming more knowledgeable about doing that. Kind of growing up, it was always, you wanted to make a CD, kind of pass it out to people and try to spread the word that way. But the more knowledgeable I became about the internet and Spotify and things of that nature, iTunes and things like that, I started researching stuff myself as well. And I had a good friend of mine, Tucker Allen. We were doing some things group-wise, and he kind of opened my eyes to a lot of different things as far as being able to put it on different platforms and getting people all around the world to hear it. So that's when I kind of really got serious when I got actually involved with her.
So, since you've learned that process, how has everything been going? Are you doing most of it yourself, or you still have your
Yeah, really most of it myself. I mean, again, a good friend of mine told me, it's always about the research. You have to do your own research, and the more and more I've done that, the deeper I've kind of dug into it, and it's been cool. Different platforms like TuneCore and DistroKid, and it's another one out there too as well. United Masters that I just kind of came up on a few days ago. I may actually try them out to see how they do, but it's been pretty cool. It's been kind of eye-opening though.
Definitely. So a lot of your music, your lyrics talk about Black empowerment. Do you feel that's something that's really needed, or is it just something that you're passionate about?
I mean, it's definitely needed. I feel that if you have a platform, you have to be able to teach on it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to try to school the people that listen to it, because I feel that, when music first kind of started, hip hop in general, it was about passing the message per se. So I feel that if I have their listening ear, why not give them something that they can apply to their lives, or that they can actually use, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To uplift their brother next to them, So I feel like it's very important. It's something that's really needed in hip hop, besides all of this craziness that they, people kind of glorify,
Yeah, I think that's very, well said. And, using your platform, there's enough of the other stuff out there. So somebody else got to use their platform for something different.
Yeah, it has to be a change somewhere, I mean, I understand it's about making money, but at the same time, it's more so about spreading the positive message, man, and really touching the youth. Because if you look at it, the youth kind of listen to more hip hop than some of the older heads do. So if we can touch the youth, and they hear something that they like, they can tell their friends, and they can kind of start growing up on something more positive than all of this craziness as far as the different type of music that's out there. That's really kind of more so putting us down and putting us back further than 400 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And especially young kids that's still in school are very, they influential, they pick up on everything. They're easily influenced. So I think if you give them, good knowledge, that's something they'll run with.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I try to do, man. When it comes down to writing and everything, I just try to, definitely put some of my personal experiences in there, let them know that it is possible to be able to make a change if you're dedicated to that change. You know, it is possible to reach for the stars and actually get there. You know, you don't necessarily have to look a certain type of way or have anything materialistic to kind of make you feel like that you're number one. You were born number one. We're born kings and queens. So we have to kind of, reach out to them and let them know that, regardless of what they tell you, you are a king, you are a queen.
Right. So what's your passion outside of music, or what do you like to do outside of music?
Honestly, it's really just music. I mean, that's kind of like my real go-to. I mean, I'm a meat cutter by trade. I like what I do, but outside of that, it's really just the family time and really just music. To be honest, I love playing with the kids and just to see their development and see them grow up. They kind of get in tune with what I'm doing, and they want to come in and record with daddy, and things of that nature, and just try to show them what people didn't show me, at a young age. But in that way, if it's something they want to do, they can kind of gravitate to it and have the hands-on experience as well.
Right.
So I would have to say, really, just the family, for real, to be honest.
So, are you looking to just continue to put out good music as an independent artist, or would you like to get a record deal or work with a record label?
I would probably say more along the lines of work with a record label. Not necessarily looking for the quote unquote deal that everybody, that's when you first get into the game, everybody, I'm gonna sign a deal for $1 million, and that seems to be kind of it. But I don't want that overhead telling me, kind of what I can put out, when I can put it out. I think I kind of like the freedom with the independent thing, because then it doesn't limit me from putting out what I want to put out, when I want to put it out, how I want to put it out.
Right,
I feel like
exactly.
Sometimes when people sign these big contracts, they're kind of, I don't want to say signing their life away, but they're kind of giving somebody else control of what they can and can't do because of the amount of money that they kind of put behind them. It may probably take me longer, the independent route, but I think that I have more freedom that way, and be able to reach the people that I need to reach. You know what I'm saying? Gradually, as long as the Lord sees fit, I can be able to reach the people that I need to, and kind of grow it from there.
Right.
Independent.
Yeah, try to grow it organic and not have someone telling you, well, yeah, your music good, but we want you to do this. Yeah.
Right. And that seems to be the key. I think a lot of times with some artists, they may come out and they may have a positive message. And they say, yeah, that sounds cool, but try this, and trying that is not what I'm trying to do. And that I'm referring to is the, I guess, selling this lifestyle to people, or selling this this feeling of, I guess, cloud nine. I say cloud nine because, in the spirit world, whether you're drinking or kind of getting high, whatever the case may be, you kind of feel like, oh, you're unstoppable, and you know what I'm saying? You can kind of do what you want, and just that mindset alone, you don't want to really pass that along to the youth and kind of brainwash them to believe, and that's all life is about. It's just that part,
Right.
We have more gratifying moments other than just partying and then kicking it and all of that kind of stuff. It's more deeper than that.
Right. So, as an artist yourself, who do you listen to, or who motivates you?
Let's see. Well, definitely Scarface. I love Scarface. Kind of grew up on Face. You know what I'm saying? Just because of his passion and just the way that he delivers. Always had a story to tell. Big Crit. I definitely met the Big Crit. And really a lot of soul music, to be honest. Not really too much hip hop, unless it's something that really touches the soul. I like to listen to a lot of oldies but goodies because it kind of puts my mindset in the groove per se. Like ain't nothing like listening to something that uplifts your spirits. You know what I mean? Al Green, Bobby Blue Bland, a lot of oldies but goodies. I kind of like to try to stay in that zone. That's what I came up on, and that's what kind of keeps me at ease that's what I like to listen to, though.
So I know you said earlier, you say you started real early, like into church and things like that. So was that a family thing? Was you had a musical family?
Not necessarily a musical family per se, but I had a praying grandma. You know, she kept us in church Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. You know, Sunday 2 times for the afternoon services, and it definitely played a huge part. To where once you get older and kind of decide whether you want to go or not, going is still kind of an option, and I still want to go.
Right.
Gradually I kind of veered away from it a little bit, but the Lord definitely brought me right back, and that's something that I try to tell my kids and keep them in church before this pandemic. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that they know God for themselves. The same way I had to learn how to know God for myself. And I got a couple people in my family that kind of deal with music, but not really quite on actually doing what I'm doing as far as hip hop.
So how do you feel social media has influenced the music industry today?
Man, it's really influenced it a lot because of the perception. People see all these glamorous things and material things that people have, and they think that that's more so what hip hop is about. And again, it's more so about passing the message, whether that message be positive or negative. People choose which route that they take. But I think it really has influenced it a whole lot because everybody wants the glamorous things in life per se. And the most glamorous thing I think that you can have is your life and your ability to be able to teach and enrich the next person. It really has a huge influence, especially on the youth, because they see that and they write on it. That's what they want. That's what they want to do because they look like, this is what I want from that. It's just the shiny stuff, the gold, the diamonds, and all of that kind of stuff. So it really has a huge impact on the youth.
Yeah. So with all this, pretty much, this 2020 been you can say a shutdown year with coronavirus or COVID-19. How has that impacted you or your family this year?
Well, honestly, I think it's been crazy, but I think that it turned out for the good because it kind of forces you as a parent to be more involved with what the kids have going on, whether it be schoolwork and things of that nature, and it kind of forces your hand to spend more time with them as well, which I think is always a good thing. You can never get enough time. I just recently lost my little cousin Monday night due to, I think, heart complications. She was young, but we have to hold close to the family that we have. We have to hold close to one another and really stay close knit like we were when Grandma was around. And I think that even during this Corona thing and things going on of that nature, that it kind of pulls us even more close than what we were. And I think it's actually a great thing, for real, to be honest.
So last question I got for you, man, is what advice would you give someone, especially a younger person, trying to come into the music industry right now?
Well, the first piece of advice I would give to him is a piece of advice that a guy told me when I was younger. And he told me to, first off, find my purpose. Figure out what my purpose is. And if it be musically, then do the research, do the homework on it, on the business side of it, not just writing music. And everybody can write music, but you want to be knowledgeable about the business end as well, because we're in it to make money eventually, but that's not like the first thing that people think of when they think about being an artist. But definitely do the research and see if this is your true purpose in life. I found that out was actually, I prayed on it. And I said, Lord, helped me find my true purpose. And I feel that my true purpose is transfer knowledge by any means possible. So music was just right on time with that. And I just figured, you know, why not? You know, but definitely do the homework, do the research, and get more business minded about the music before you just kind of jump head in, because you got a lot of snakes in the game. You got a lot of people who say that they're for you, a lot of people who act like they're for you until money comes into play, then you'll really find out they're too fake. So it's best to kind of have a head start in the business aspect of it before actually even going to the studio and laying down.
Well, man, we want to thank you for taking the time to come on to the show.
I appreciate it.
Our condolences to you and your family. And before we get out of here, for those that do not know you, you know, put your social media, the different platforms that you on, put that out there so people can, you know, follow you.
Okay, Caesar Rio, the one on Instagram, Caesar Rio on YouTube, Caesar Rio, the one on Twitter, and Caesar Rio on pretty much any music platform that you can think of. Pandora, Spotify, iHeart,
Black street, black crime, black tools, black image, black paint, black instance, black doctors, black nurse,
Caesar,
black
dentist,
black house,
type
black
in Caesar Rio, CAESAR.
black job,
Because
black
sometimes
health,
people have a
black
problem with
car,
spelling Caesar just
black
because of how it
child,
sounds.
black youth, black babies, black world, black future,
right there.
black safety.
All right, man. Well, once again, thank you, and have a great rest of your afternoon.
I am black. I am black. I am black. Black worker, black boss, black ball, black loss, black fear, black cost, black birth, black church, black worth, black soul,